I literally cannot believe what I just read. Hold on to your seats because we have a developing situation in Los Angeles that has experts and fans absolutely fuming. We are talking about a star interior defender and an elite offensive guard who have been completely overlooked for the upcoming 2026 Pro Bowl despite putting up numbers that rival the best in the business. This is a massive injustice for two of our biggest playmakers who have poured their hearts out on the turf of SoFi Stadium. Before we break down the shocking numbers and the experts' reactions, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and comment down below with your name and the city where you are watching from. We want to know which Rams fans are standing with us today. Let's get into the details of this incredible snub right now. Following the official reveal of the 2025-26 Pro Bowl rosters, the league is buzzing about who made it, and perhaps more importantly, who was left out. While the Los Angeles Rams were featured 4 times in the initial roster reveal, with 2 players on both sides of the ball, the consensus among analysts is that the league missed the mark on 2 key contributors. I am looking at the numbers and the advanced metrics, and it is hard to argue with the frustration coming out of the Rams facility. Specifically, ESPN NFL analysts Seth Walder and Ben Solak have identified 2 players who they believe were categorically snubbed from the honor they rightfully deserved. The first name on this list is a man who has stepped into a massive void on the defensive line and thrived under the pressure of replacing a legend. Kobe Turner, the Rams' third-year defensive lineman, has been nothing short of spectacular this season, yet his name was missing when the Pro Bowl interior defenders were announced. Seth Walder has been vocal about this, stating that Turner leads all NFC interior defenders with 34 total pass rush wins. To put that in perspective, he ranks 3rd in the entire NFL in that category, trailing only established superstars like Chris Jones of the Kansas City Chiefs and Jeffrey Simmons of the Tennessee Titans. Both Jones and Simmons were, of course, named to the Pro Bowl. Turner has recorded 7.0 sacks this year and maintains a run-stop win rate that is consistently above the league average. When you look at the comparison that Walder makes, it becomes even more frustrating for Rams fans. Turner's resume is arguably far superior to that of Jalen Carter of the Philadelphia Eagles. Carter, who was selected for the game, played in only 10 games this season, has only 2.0 sacks, and possesses a significantly lower pass rush win rate than Turner. This isn't just a matter of opinion, it's a matter of production on the field. In his 3 years in the NFL, Turner has logged 24 sacks, 161 tackles, and has broken up 9 passes, alongside 50 total pressures. He has also been a beast in the postseason, registering 3.5 sacks and 11 tackles in just 3 career playoff games. Pro Football Focus currently grades Turner as the 6th best defensive interior player in the entire NFL with an elite grade of 78.7 out of 128 qualifying players. While his teammates on the edge, Jared Verse and Byron Young, both received the Pro Bowl nod, Turner's omission remains a head-scratcher for those who study the tape. Moving to the offensive side of the ball, the narrative is very similar. The Rams' offense has been led by the incredible play of Matthew Stafford, who is playing like a legitimate MVP candidate, and Puka Nacua, who is a frontrunner for the Offensive Player of the Year award. While both Stafford and Nacua were rightfully named to the Pro Bowl, the guys in the trenches are not getting the same love. Kevin Dotson has been the anchor of the Rams' offensive line, providing a level of health and consistency that is rare in today's NFL. PFF has consistently graded Dotson as one of the best run blockers and overall guards in the league. Analyst Ben Solak pointed out that while there are 4 elite guards in the NFL this season, there are only 3 spots available. Solak argued that Dotson is the primary force behind the Rams' historically consistent running game. He described Dotson as having the strength at the first level to wrench open running lanes and the explosiveness to carry that power into the second level. Solak even suggested that Dotson should have potentially replaced a veteran like Joe Thuney or Chris Lindstrom to ensure the most deserving players were represented. The impact of these snubs goes beyond just a title or a trip to the game. It often involves contract incentives and the national recognition that helps build a player's legacy. For a team like the Rams, who are navigating the post-Aaron Donald era, having young stars like Kobe Turner emerge is vital for their long-term defensive identity. The fact that the league's voting process failed to recognize his 34 pass rush wins is a testament to how traditional stats like sack totals can sometimes overshadow the true impact a player has on every single snap. Looking at the broader picture, the Rams' roster construction continues to be one of the most fascinating stories in the league. General Manager Les Snead and head coach Sean McVay have successfully transitioned this team from a win-now, veteran-heavy squad to a balanced roster full of young, high-motor talent. The emergence of Jared Verse and Byron Young as Pro Bowl edge rushers suggests that the Rams' scouting department is hitting home runs in the draft. However, the lack of recognition for the interior line, both offensively and defensively, shows there is still a gap between local performance and national perception. If the Rams do not make it to the Super Bowl, there is still a chance that Turner or Dotson could be added to the Pro Bowl roster as injury replacements or as alternates for players whose teams are still competing. But as it stands today, these two players are the definition of snubs. We have to look at how this affects the team moving forward. Motivation is a powerful tool in the NFL, and you can bet that Sean McVay will use this lack of respect to fuel his players as they head into the most critical part of the schedule. For Turner, being ranked behind a player who appeared in fewer games and had less than a third of his sack production has to be a major chip on his shoulder. For Dotson, being the engine of a top-tier rushing attack and not getting the recognition while others do will only make him play harder in the trenches. This situation also highlights the incredible level of competition in the NFL right now. The defensive interior and guard positions are deeper than they have in years, making these selections harder than ever. But when the numbers are this lopsided in favor of the snubbed players, it's hard not to call out the process. As we look ahead to the final weeks of the season and the playoffs, the Rams are sitting in a strong position, and perhaps the greatest revenge for Turner and Dotson would be to skip the Pro Bowl altogether because they are busy preparing for a Super Bowl appearance in February. This team has shown time and time again that they thrive when they are overlooked, and these 2026 Pro Bowl snubs are just more fuel for the fire. We will be watching closely to see if any roster movements or injuries open up a spot that is rightfully theirs. The Rams' defense has transformed into a unit that relies on collective pressure rather than the individual brilliance of one Hall of Famer, and Kobe Turner is the heart of that philosophy. On offense, the protection of Matthew Stafford and the lanes created for the run game are the foundation of everything McVay wants to achieve. To ignore the architects of that success is a major oversight by the league. We will keep you updated on all the developments regarding the Rams roster and any potential late additions to the Pro Bowl festivities. This is a story of two players who did everything right on the field, but didn't get the call they earned. For now, the Rams will focus on the ultimate goal, using this snub as a reminder that the only respect that truly matters is the respect earned in the postseason.